this is example of how smart I am relative to everyone else. Okay, imagine Einstein. Okay, he knows what matter is. He knows what energy is. He's trying to prove that matter and energy are the same thing in different forms. But like, you have to be able to change all the matter into energy. What's the relative nature of matter to energy? Okay, so this was like, go. You take a matter. What if you got an atom and you were like, it's Einstein's idea. Matter. If I can I do this with matter, with an atom? Can I do that? Or this is just like to make how to split the atom. It's like that and like that. I'm not. People don't have the money to build nuclear weapons. Don't worry about it. But split the matter. Okay, and this is just the relative nature of matter to energy. If you want to know how much matter, what is relativity to E equals mc squared? What is the relative nature of E equals mc squared? And I'm just saying the relativity of it, the relative nature of it. You have matter. If you were to like take all this matter and turn it into energy, okay, number one, it is like a fucking squish nature of it. It is a squish nature of it, but it's like a split. But it's like there's a polarization to all things. A north and a south pole. That was intrinsic to it too. The equation. Okay. So if you squish it, the energy. It's not like it's like the relative nature of the energy. The relative nature of the energy is the speed of light squared. Okay. But it's more of a relative equation to how much matter would make how much energy. That's the only reason why it's like that. The relative matter will make the relative energy, and it's the speed of light squared because it's a polarization. Like, we're not seeing. I don't know. They tried to modify the equation. I don't know if this is still the right equation. But in Einstein's theory, the matter only comes out to north and south pole. Like it's the electromagnetism of the matter, complete destruction of an atom. Will come out north and south pole, and all like I learned this on a TV show. If it's energy, it's moving at the speed of light. If it has no mass, it's moving at the speed of light. If it's energy, it's already moving at the speed of light. It's not like time. It's like the nature of energy is that it moves at the speed of light. Okay. When you think of thermal nature of like here at that, put on some glasses that can see that. You see that. It reaches your eyes at the speed of light. When you put on infrared vision, it reaches your eyes at the speed of light. It will reach your eyes at the speed of light. Oh my god, thank you. Because everything on electromagnetic spectrum is like you radiate light. We know that, but I know that. Okay, put on your infrared glasses. Does that reach your eyes at the speed of light? So don't even mess with me about the fucking nature of heat. Okay, I love you. I know. Like the speed of light squared. Okay, the energy comes out squared because it's like the speed of light times the speed of light. It's the speed of light times the speed of light. It's just the speed of light. Let me think about that. The speed of light. It's not the speed of light. Puts the times the speed of light. Oh, I gotta think about that better. I'll be right back. It's actually more like they try to modify it. They call x squared plus y squared, and they try to. Like I have a more accurate way of like thinking. It's like about the relativity of how much mass would equal how much energy. Yeah, I know. It's not like a fucking mathematical equation. It's a relativity equation. It's a relativity equation. The physics is relativity math. It's like this is relative to this, and consistently like this will equal this. If you take x times y equals this, but if you change y equals z. Like x times y equals a or b, whatever. If you change one of them, it's gonna change. It's gonna change the relative nature of it. It's just relative math. It's not hard, people. I really need to look more into the fucking nature of the atom, or like the equation. Like why is it always relative? Like it doesn't. Like you know the fucking mass. The amount of the mass is same, but when it's squared, that's complicated, because like. You would think, why is it squared? Why is the mass times the speed of light squared? Is the speed of light squared like coming from how much mass it is, or is it the mass times the speed of light in a directional way? That's why it's squared. I don't know. That's complicated because we can look at like the amount of mass as being a finite number, and a finite number like 2 times 4 is what, 2 times 5 is what, 2 times 6 is what, 2 times 7 is what. I know that. I love you. When you look at it as like a finite number, yo, a finite number. If the amount of mass is, yeah, if the amount of mass is like an even way about it, why would it be the speed of light squared? I know, yeah. Oh my god. Why would the amount of mass be squared? Why would mass times speed of light is squared? Like, is that referring to how much mass it is, or is that referring to like the distribute? It wouldn't be the distribution of. There's no reason for it to be the distribution of the speed of light being any kind of way. So the mass times the speed of light squared is a basic like look at it. I know, yeah. If it's a certain amount, 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Or is it like the atomic number? I don't know. I know. God. I love you. What's 2 times the speed of light? What's 4 times the speed of light? What's 6 times the speed of light? I love you. Yes. Does that have something to do with the speed of light? I know. Because the atomic numbers are always 2. I know. There's a neutron, proton. That's atomic number is twice. I know where the periodic table is at. So you have to count the atoms like one thing. It's just like the size of it. The size of it changes the fucking nature of everything. Yeah, proton, electron. How we got that periodic table? What makes carbon different than like helium? Like all it is just a different number of protons, different number of neutrons, different number of electrons. Atomic bonds and molecular atomic bonds. That's fucking real. Yeah. So we got. Why is it mc squared? Okay, it can either be 2 things. Okay, how much mass it is in relationship to like mass times how like the speed of light will be relative to like the nature of energy. The speed of light is like the nature of energy. That's what they're using it for. Like it constitutes as that much going through space. That much going through space. Okay, if you like square it for how much mass it is that much more going through space. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Like if you have 2 times a big number going through this speed of light, yeah, I know. But just have multitudes. Is there multitudes of it? But there's like a 4-size mass. Oh my god. Well, the multitude will go like there's like a multitude. It goes by higher multitude. What does that mean? Mm-hmm. If it's just double the amount of size of the mass, how can the multitude be like? Oh my god. The multitude goes by the speed of light to a high, like I don't know. Mm-hmm. The speed of light squared determines the multitude. How does that make sense? The speed of light squared goes off of the multitude. Speed of light squared is a constant. No, I don't know. I don't know. It's confusing. But I just thought this about the relative nature of it, right? This is like a basic like squared fucking multiply way. 2 times 10 squared is 200. 4 times 10 squared is 400. 6 times 10 squared is 600. 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times, I know, yes. 2 times, 4 times 10 is 40. Mm-hmm. 6 times 10 is 60. So when you were losing it, I was like, the speed of light squared, like, it doesn't really make that much of a difference in like a mathematical way. It doesn't feel like it makes that much of a difference in a mathematical way. But when we go multitudes, like think about that. I don't know, yeah. I know, yes. Like, oh my god. I don't know, yeah. I'm fucking screwed, yo. I love you. 2 times 10 squared is 200. Oh my god. 4 times 10 squared is 400. 6 times 10 squared is 600. or is it the mass times the speed of light squared? The mass times the speed of light squared. So 2 times 10 is 20. 20 times 20, is it 20 times 20? Probably, you know. 2 times 10, yeah, I love it. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 times 20 is probably that. Yo, I know, yes. 2 times 4 times 10, 4 times 10 is 40. 40 times 40, that might be the multitude thing that makes it different. I love you. Man, the relative nature of it. But they would never put MC, like MC in parentheses squared. They say equal MC squared. So what I think about what is the nature of this that makes it different than I love just using MC. I love you. Yeah, like I'm an MC. I know. It's like a stupid joke. Yeah, I know. So was the M times C squared? I think I saw that before. M times C squared will create multitudes. That makes sense. I know, yeah. So that you would make it different. And oh my god. So basically, mass times speed of light, you just do speed of light squared, it's the same. It's the same relative mathematics than the mass times speed of light. Mass times speed of light, if it's just speed of light squared. So it would probably be magnitudes, mass times the speed of light, and then square that. I love it. Yes. That's right. If you square the speed of light without multiplying it by the mass first, there's no relative difference. Then just multiplying mass by itself, the speed of light squared. There's no relative difference. So it has to be mass times the speed of light in parentheses and then square those. I never thought about this deep. I just don't want to be stupid. Make sure I'm thinking about it. I love you. So what did I say? Mass times speed of light. But is there a polarization element of that? I don't know. It's completely separate than the equation. It is completely separate than the equation. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm learning something. I can just think and learn things. Yeah, I love you. Because you have to think about things you know in comparison to what you don't know. I know. Not many people have to live a life where they have to like learn not to be scary. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. We got the fucking ones. The ones. Where they at? Oh, I see. Oh my god. I know. What the fuck? I don't know, yeah. There's just a whole bunch of options to pick from. I don't know. Yeah, I know. There's so many options you could pick from. I'm just seeing like 18 different things. That's the number I should go about, like that number. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a fucking. You have mind magic? Yeah. Love. I'm a shot. Zama. Oh, my dream job. I want to tell you my dream job. It's a part-time dream job that I want to get. I want to work part-time for the shadow government. Okay? I'm going to work part-time for the shadow government. Yeah. The shadow government that works on the fucking, event. This is how you fucking... Anti-gravity? The anti-gravity is fucking stupid. Yo, they think Mercury, but it's not Mercury. It's not Mercury in a gyroscope. It's not. It's frosty OH in a gyroscope. Frosty OH in a gyroscope is what makes that anti-gravity. Frosty OH. Frosty OH in a gyroscope. I know, man. You have to figure out how to make frosty OH in a gyroscope. That's not hard, people. As soon as you know that OH in liquid state has the same properties as Mercury, it's fucking done deal, yo. It's not Mercury. It's OH. You can just it's like you can manufacture that. OH is manufacturable, yes. No wonder. I love you. I saw a documentary, something saying that the Nazis had this fucking water plant where they were making some kind of like OH. It was like a water plant, but they were probably manufacturing OH in there to make their fucking super weapon, and like you're making UFOs, but they couldn't do it. USA got that. You think USA got UFOs? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not working. Like, number one, you want me to keep my mouth shut? Give me part-time. I'm gonna be so fucking pretentious about it. It's gonna be hysterical. I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna like, I like to hold it in, like how I'm better than everybody. But I want to work on the alien projects, or what constitutes as aliens. It's what constitutes as aliens. If anything about that, like you know that in the government, if anything about that is real, if it's real, you can't say it's real. It's fucking superstitious to say it's real. How superstitious are you? Number one, oh my god, I got into some fucking, yeah, I gotta know. Step aside and let me see a real person, a real man. Just fucking step aside. Yeah, I know. Number one, I'm gonna work. Number one, if this is real, like a long time ago, I got an invitation. I saw 4 places on the map of the earth. Okay, 4 places. It explained to me. It kind of gave me feelings about 3 of them. Like one of them is a social hub, like a fucking social place. Like 4 places on the earth. One of them's like you don't want to go there, and I got invitation. I got an invitation to this one place. The other place, it's like I don't know what's there, but like I know. Number one, oh my god, fucking sexual revolution, bitch. Number one, I got invitation to this one place. It's like a really, like I'm saying that's gonna be my people. If you get me a part-time job on the Shao government, I can go there. Yeah, I know. That's anything else anyone could ever imagine. I'm that person. That's fucking welcome. I'm welcome. I got the invitation that I was welcome in a dream. Have you ever seen a map of the earth and it's talking to you like a weird way, like about what this map is about? Yeah. It's talking about like, no one. You have a complete invitation. Come here. You're welcome here. You're welcome here. You're welcome. Completely welcome here. And when they're showing you other places, near Sandy Island, but it's not Sandy Island. It's like fucking, like it's not Sandy Island because it's like fucking dust covering over the ocean. But it's near there. It's near where you would think Sandy Island would be. But that's not an island. That's like a fucking dusty area. They thought it was like a fucking desert island, but it's like a fucking like dust that's on the surface of the ocean. But it's near there. It's near there. And the other place is like a fucking social place. Yes, it's like all it's like meaning hominids on the earth. Oh my god, think about how much hominid. Oh my god. Number one, is it common that all the hominids will have the same problem as the humans? No, it's not. The other hominids are good. Oh, the hobbits are the best. Like in my own way, I think the hobbits are the alien race. The hobbits got that, or it's not even on the earth. It's just dream tunneling. When at the point it's dream tunneling, like you just fucking care about don't disrespect me, yo. When you got that fucking sleep paralysis and all you care about is do not disrespect me. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at you. Don't disrespect me. And you can push them away with your fucking dream powers. You say, am I dreaming? Push you away. Yeah, push you away. I'll wake up. Second time I go back down. I said, I really want this to happen. I want to experiment on this. See what I want to happen again. It happens again. Like these are dreams that fucking take place within like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. The 20-minute one was good. I got up from where I was sleeping. I was being slick. I was saying, loosen it up. It's a little bit too hard. Loosen it up. Snatch. I got something in my hand and I'm in the room. It's dark. Have you woke up and you're in the dark place you slept? You fell asleep. I was in the back living room. I woke up. I bumped into the table. I went over. I sat on the futon, which was just out of the room. And I can't see him because it's like a visible thing I can see. But I'm like, I know I didn't want to look at anything. But I'm saying, look, if you want this back, make yourself look human and be peaceful. It was like, it's dream tunneling at the point. If it is technology, it's dream tunneling, like fucking like consciousness technology. I know, yeah. So I give it back to him. And as soon as I put it in like a visible person's hand, I'm put out. I think there's someone visible here. Like I'm either I'm really groggy or I'm sleeping still. I'm probably sleeping. But as soon as I did it, I'm sleeping. I had to be sleeping because I'm floating on my back. We're going. It's not like in my house, but it's like feels like we're going through the house. And I'm downstairs. They didn't disrespect me at all. They didn't disrespect me. They woke me up 20 minutes later. I woke up 20 minutes later. That could not have been anything but dream tunneling. A dream tunneling thing. But when I was down, when I woke up, it's like a different version of a room in my house. And it's like I got an Asian man. He made himself look human. It's like an Asian man. And he's like, he wanted to know what I wanted to tell him. No more, I told him. Like, not in like a fucking mockery way, but in a general way, though. Don't give us our technology. Don't give us your technology. We are a wretched species. The human is a wretched species. We will war with each other and with you, with your technology. And then it was like, there was a woman appeared in the room. It was like really cool because I knew she was an alien, but she looked human. I went up to her. I was like real close to her face. I kissed her, and she started to peel her face started to peel apart. It wasn't like a gray underneath, but just like a white light underneath her face. And her face peeled apart, and I woke up. And it was 20 minutes later. I woke up in the same room I went to sleep in. Number one, the first time you have dream paralysis, oh my God, if you have a dream paralysis and you wake up and you're not in the posture that you were laying in, like you wake up and all of a sudden you're in a different posture. You are in a different posture. You know that's weird. Like that was a dream. Like laying there was a dream. The second time I woke up, that was a really cool experience. They respected me. That was pure respect they gave me. Pure respect. I loved that. God, this is a cool video. I love you. Love you. I love that story. I know. I'll probably tell it again. You just divide it by the mass. If you get like double the mass and you divide it like not like the 40. It's like divided by the mass. So you get that magnitude divided by like half of the first like number using for the mass. you go up from 8 to just 4 divided by 4. It'll give you the magnitude of the 4 times speed of light, and then square that. It'll give you like the magnitude is like relatively consistent. Einstein loved relatively consistent things. And I'm thinking of saying that if you just like mass times speed of light, or just square speed of light, it's not going to be in like a fucking rational number, like a consistent number. There's gonna be no consistency with like going like dividing it by like half of the original. Like if you say the mass is 8, okay, we get the magnitude, you divide it by half of that 4. It's not going to be consistent unless it's the mass times the speed of light squared. So that actually fixes my problem that I've been having. Amen. I figured it out. I'm pretty sure that's real. Like if you say mass times speed of light or mass times 10, but there's not going to be inconsistency, and then like the fucking like how the mass will relate to other mass. Like mass would not be relative to like change in mass unless you square the mass times the speed of light. It would not just be relevant. It would not just like sit consistently and be able to be divided by itself. Yeah, I know, divided by the mass and give you like the magnitude of like mass of 8. Yeah, I love you. And you go to divide the mass of 8 by 4. Yeah, you actually have to figure out why you would divide it by 4. I know, and can get the magnitude of that. But that's a consistent chain that's uniquely in the mass times the speed of light, and then square both of them together. I know that's the consistent math. You have to figure out like why Einstein thought that if you want to divide mass turn into energy in half, you divide it by half the mass and not 2. But why do you divide energy made from mass by half the mass of the matter? Like why would you divide it by like you wouldn't divide it by 2? I know. Why would you, if you want to get half, if you want to calculate half the energy from half the mass, like if you have like a mass constitute like a random number, like if you were 8, and why would you divide, if you want to get half the energy, why would you divide it by half the number 4 instead of 2? Because when you have mass, like we're talking about things here, okay? I love you. If you can go half, okay. If I have, oh my God, I'm trying to think how this works. How Einstein was thinking. Okay, yeah, I love you. If you want to divide an item in something like an object in half, you divide it. If you want to divide an apple in half, you divide it by half of the complete thing. Yeah, I know. It's changing mass. It's changing an object into energy. If you want to divide it by half, you have to cut it right down the middle. I know. Yeah. And the transfiguration of substance, like the essence of mass turning to the essence of energy. If you want to divide 8 in half, like if you want to divide 8 in half, you would divide it by 4. Because 8 divided by 2 is 4. I know, yes. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. You have 2 pieces. Like, there's a thing there. You divide 8 by 2, you get 4. 4 and 4. But it's if you want to divide it and get 2 pieces, if you want to divide it in half, like split it in half, you have to divide it by half. Because you can divide 8 by 2 and get 4. Or like that's half. Or you can divide 8 by 4 and get 2. I love you. Like, we're talking about half of it. Okay? Like, this is where it gets weird. 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2 halves. I love you. That's where you have to, like, do the mental gymnastics between turning an object into a different essence. I think that's what it boils down to. Like, you don't divide it by 2 and get 4. Like, you divide it by 4 and get 2 pieces. Oh my God, no. Because it is an object. If you want to divide an object in half, I love you. I think this is fucking how I know. If this is how the equation works, I should get credit for figuring it out by myself. You watch me figure it out. You watch me figure it out. Like, I'm thinking, I gotta be smart about this. I gotta figure it out. I know, you know. Because I'm serious. Keeping mass and multiplying the speed of light squared does nothing. Okay, there's nothing to multiplying just the speed of light squared. There's no math to that. None at all. There's no math to only squaring the speed of light. That's why, like, I thought about this, like, how does it really work? It has to be mass times the speed of light. And get those together and then square it.